Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. So in today's video, I want to teach you how to tell a story in French. Alright, now here we're going to talk about like les participes passés, comment on les forme. How do you form the past participle? If you don't know this, you should probably know this already. I have addressed this in the course, in the French course, with the TEF course here. In French, there are three groups of verbs. There are verbs from the first group, verbs from the second group, and verbs from the third group, right? So here, to form the past participle, you need to know what group the verb belongs to. If the verb belongs to the first group, like parler, manger, cuisiner, déranger, these are the verbs that end in ER. Like the ending, it's ER, right? Like this. Terminaison is the ending, ER. How do you form the past participle? You get rid of the ER and you add the E with the accent, A. Parler with the ER becomes parler. The pronunciation stays the same, but the writing will change. Manger, eat, manger. Cuisiner, I get rid of the ER and it becomes cuisiner. Déranger, get rid of the ER, becomes déranger. Encourager, get rid of the ER, it becomes encourager. Like here, for example, elle a parlé avec sa sœur means she talked to her sister or she have talked to her sister. On a mangé dehors hier soir, we have eaten out or we ate out yesterday. Ils ont dérangé personne means they didn't disturb anyone. So all this is the past, but we use the auxiliary avoir and we use the verb from the first group. So this is the simplest way. This is the simplest form. The verbs from the first group are simple, easy. Now the verbs from the second group are a bit more tricky to identify them, but usually there are verbs that end in IR. Like here, finir, choisir, to choose, réfléchir means to think, ralentir to slow down, maigrir means to lose weight, right? These are the verbs that end in IR, but not all verbs that end in IR are from the second group. So just to let you know. So here, how do you form participe passé? C'est simple. You get rid of the IR and you just add an I. Or in other words, you just get rid of the R, right? So finir becomes fini, choisir becomes choisi, réfléchir becomes réfléchi, ralentir becomes ralenti, maigrir becomes maigri. So j'ai déjà fini mon travail means I've already finished my work. Nous avons choisi, so here, see, I use the auxiliary avoir in the present and then I add the past participle. Choisir becomes choisi. Nous avons choisi les repas de notre mariage. We have chosen the meals of our wedding. Il a un peu maigri, means he has lost weight a little bit. So here we have the auxiliary avoir and then we have the past participle of maigrir, which is maigri. Okay, so this is how you form the past participle of words from the second group. Now for verbs from the third group, these are irregular verbs, so there is no universal rule to form their past participle. You just have to know it by heart. Like just like in English you have irregular verbs, bitten or eaten. It's same thing with these verbs. There's no rule. You just need to know what their past participle is. Prendre, it's a past participle, is pris. So these are very most used verbs. So these are verbs you can just learn them by heart. Prendre, it's pris. So if you want to say I took the bus, j'ai pris le bus, ou bien I have taken the bus, or j'ai pris le bus. Okay. Nous avons eu de la chance means we were lucky, right? See how I'm always translating this as like the simple past in English. So this is what I was telling you about earlier. Il a pris un taxi means he took a taxi. Nous avons fait nos exercices means we have done our exercises. See? So here we have the verb l'auxiliaire avoir, doesn't change, and then plus the past participle. You probably say like, what are the verbs that go with l'auxiliaire être? There are some verbs that go with auxiliaire être. These verbs are verbs de mouvement, means movement verbs, like aller, like go, venir. So here it involves movement. These type of verbs, they go with être. And also les verbes pronominaux. Les verbes pronominaux is like verbs that refer back to the subject. Like for example, je me présente, mean I introduce myself. So le me se présenter, it's a verb pronoun. So this is another topic. I need to make another video for this to explain this, but just know that verbs of movement and verbs are pronominaux, and there are also verbs d'état. Les verbes d'état is like verbs of being, like être, to be, or sembler, to resemble, or those type of verbs that refer back to the state of being. Those verbs also go with être. So these are very specific verbs that go with être. So aller means to go, so it goes with être. Le passé composé, ça va être je suis allé, okay, with the e. Now you need to know how to conjugate l'auxiliaire être au présent first. Je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. So you need to know this first. You go and review that, and then you take the past participle. So I have already told you how to form the past participle of verbs from the first group, second group, and third group. Aller, it's a verb from the third group. Even though it ends with er, it's still an irregular verb, but it kind of adopts the same rule as the first verbs from the first group. But I just don't want you to think that it's a verb from the first group, because there are other tenses where it will change. Venir means to come. This is also a verb of movement. So here it's gonna be je. Par exemple, let me change the subject. Tu es venu means you have come, you have came. Arriver means to arrive. Also, it's a verb of movement. Partir, to go. Entrer, to enter. Se lever means to get up. So here se lever, it's a verb pronominal. Les verbes pronominaux, the pronominal verbs, they have this se at the beginning. Se lever or me lever, tu te lèves, il se lève. These verbs also go with être. Okay? So I know it's a lot, but it's, what you need to retain is just that. How to form le passé composé. Si tu prends l'auxiliaire avoir ou bien être, the auxiliary avoir or être, in the present, plus le participe passé, past participle. And that's it. And know that most verbs, they go with l'auxiliaire avoir. There are only movement verbs and pronominal verbs and state of being verbs that go with être. So this is what you need to know. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm sure it's already long, but that's what I wanted to show you. So I'll make another part to just give you to dive deeper into this, like how to form this tense, but now I want to use it with this example, like how I would conjugate the verbs. So here this kind of like a beginning. So here a été. So here we see that this is le passé composé, the composed past, le passé composé. La rame équipée de mots a surpris. So here, see, it's used again. So see, so even here, like they've used it already in the text, so that means you will need to keep on using it. So here, on veut leur sur par une alarme vocale personnalisée. I'll make another video to address this example. Alright, so that's it for this video. I really hope that it was helpful to you in some way. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any question, leave them down on the comments and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for the next video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.